Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Here's two of my students, Neil and John, and they're doing some very gentle, light, warm-up, free pushing hands. I've asked them to not really go for it yet. The thing that I wanted to talk about today, and something we don't often do, but I think is really worth doing in pushing hands. Well, maybe you do it, but I don't often do it, and that is to actually explicitly and simply and honestly state your training goals for the given round of push hands that you're about to do with somebody, to actually articulate what it is you're trying to do. The first thing that I think is good to consider is, how badly do you want to win? How seriously are you going to take scoring points on the other person, which in this case means off balancing them? Another question is, how much do you want to win? Do you want to really knock them on their butt? Are you content with just gently off balancing them a little bit, or moving their feet a little bit? Or are you just content to hang in there and not be pushed around too much? And then another question is, how do you want to win? How do you want to score? Do you want to do it with as much force as is necessary? Do you want to do it with very little force or no force, and that's the only way you're content to score points? So sometimes I'm pushing hands and I'm thinking to myself, boy, I'd like to really nail this guy. Like, I want it fairly badly, and I want to make a real statement. I want to really definitely, give this guy a real, and I want to move him quite a bit. I want to give him a major shove, and I'm willing to do it with whatever it takes to do that, including using some strength. Other times I'm practicing and I just want to stay in the environment of the game of push hands. I just want to push and just kind of feel what my body feels like, sort of take it almost as kind of an interactive massage. Just use their force to move me around. Other times I think, God, I want to see how far I can move him, how much I can off-center his balance with how little force of my own I can use. But honestly, those goals change from time to time. So sometimes I have one training goal and sometimes I have another. Very often, for me personally, my goal is just simply to stay in the game and just kind of hang in there and feel the conversation, the interplay, the back and forth of forces, almost like I'm in a movie, and the role I'm playing in the movie is that I'd like to win and I'd like to score points, but just to keep the game interesting. But really, I'm just happy to kind of hang in there and just kind of have a conversation and see how it feels. So that said, what do you think, John? How badly do you want to win today in this interaction? How do you want to win? How much do you want to win?
Winning is not very important for me today. I'm focusing primarily on my lower body, my feet, and how solidly and fluidly my feet are connected to my waist.
Excellent. So you've got a personal training game in relation to your own personal dynamics and posture and way of moving. Whether or not you score points, not a big deal. I mean, you're not trying to get pushed over.
No.
You're doing your best to kind of keep your balance and try to gently offset his, but you're not really in a go for it kind of mood, like let's see what I can do kind of thing.
Correct.
Is that accurate?
Correct.
How about you, Neil?
I want to lose bad. That's how you learn most.
And also, you got a slightly injured shoulder today, right?
Yeah,
so you want to kind of protect that and not.
No, what I was saying was that, if you get pushed, you tend to learn a lot more than if you're, there's learning, I guess, on both sides of it, but there's a lot of learning getting pushed.
Right, that's true. Very good.
Maybe I'm focused on that today, I don't know.
Not too much on winning, more on just feeling what it's like to feel the forces go through your body.
Yeah, I like getting pushed, taking a ride.
Yeah, me too. I think people put too much stock in not being pushed.
Like you said, it's kind of like a massage.
Yeah, cool. So that's nice, and now you know what each other is working on. Now, if you guys were both feeling like competitive, like you had kind of maybe you had a rough day yesterday or something, or I don't know.
6 shots of espresso for breakfast.
Trouble with the girlfriend last night or whatever. I mean, you might say, you know what? Let's kind of go for it today. I kind of want to best you. Like I want to, nothing personal, but I don't want to personally kick your ass. But I just want to take your body and move it the hell over there, And if that's your honest goal, it's good. It's good to state your goal, at least to yourself, and nice to state it to your partner, to be able to just say, hey, this is what I'm doing today. This is what I want, and and you can want what you want, and you can train with your goal. Like, your goals aren't incompatible. Like, if Neil, if you said, boy, my shoulder's really bugging me today and I want to be really careful with it, and John said, I really want to go for it and take you down to the ground at whatever cost, you might say, well, I don't think we should practice together because our goals aren't compatible. I need to go easy and at a speed where I can protect my shoulder, and you're thinking, I want to take you down at any cost. So you have to kind of balance it out. So just something to play with, something to think about. Explicitly stating your training goal, at least to yourself, if not to your partner, and then proceeding from there. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you like this, subscribe to my channel or visit my website, GeneBurnett.com. Thanks, guys.